Hello students, in this session we are going to see about overdamping in free vibration, which is a part of third unit in dynamics of machines. So before we have seen about free vibration and the components and the terms used in free vibration. So here we are going to see about overdamping. The exact solution, that is eta greater than 1, the system is said to be overdamped. Therefore, the value of alpha becomes minus eta plus or minus root of eta square minus 1 into omega n. The solution becomes h is equal to a into e power alpha 1t plus b into e power alpha 2t. Substituting the value of alpha 1 and alpha 2, we get this value. So the constant a and b can be determined from the initial conditions. This is the equation of an aperiodic motion, that is, the system cannot vibrate due to overdamping. The magnitude of the resultant displacement which approaches becomes 0 with respect to time. So this solution is simply the sum of two decaying exponentials with no oscillations. So in underdamping, the second is eta is less than 1 when the system is underdamped. The value alpha 1 comma 2 becomes minus eta plus or minus I into 1 minus eta square into omega n, which is the velocity. The value of h becomes, substituting alpha 1 and 2 in this equation, the e power eta omega n t is a constant value, and multiply the remaining values, we get a e into I power 1 minus eta square omega n. Only the value or constant a and b changes. Here c is a plus b and d is I into a minus b. Substitute these values, we get omega d equal to root of 1 minus eta square omega n when eta is less than 1. So the term consists of three values, that is capital H, which is constant value, e power eta omega n t, which decreases with time, and finally e power minus infinity becomes 0. The third one, sin omega dt plus 5, which represents a repetition of motion. Therefore, the resultant motion is oscillatory with decreasing amplitudes, having a frequency of omega d. Ultimately, the motion dies with respect to time. So finally, finding the values using frequency formula, fd equal to omega d by 2 pi, and time period is td equal to 2 pi by omega d, where h naught is the displacement to start the motion when t is equal to 0, and h1 is the displacement at end when the first oscillation t is td. Substitute these values in the equation, we get h2, the displacement at the end of second oscillation, h into e power zeta omega n into 2 pi d into sin phi. Similarly, for h3 value, we get capital H into e power eta omega n into 3 td sin phi. Therefore, for n values, we get h into e power minus eta omega n into n td sin phi. For x suffix n plus 1, the values becomes, for instead of n, substitute n plus 1. Therefore, xn by xn plus 1 becomes e power eta omega n td is constant, and h0 by h1 equal to h1 by h2 equal to h1 by h3. This shows that the ratio of amplitude of two successive oscillation. Next is the critical damping. When eta values become 1, the root of oscillatory equations which is equal and the value is minus omega n, the solution becomes small x equal to capital A plus B into t e power minus omega n t. Since this value approaches 0, t value becomes infinity. Therefore, the displacement when approaching to 0 becomes 0 when with respect to time. This is the desirable outcome in many cases where damped oscillator is required. So, critical damping is the displacement of mass returns when the position of rest in the shortest possible time with oscillation. Due to the reason large guns are critically damped, so they return to the original position after recoiling and firing before the minimum possible time. If the gun barrels are over damped, they will take more time to return to the original position. So the following points are noted for damped free vibration. When eta is 0, it vibrates at a frequency which depends on the static deflection. The weight omega n becomes root of g by del. When the system is underdamped, eta is less than 1, the frequency of the system becomes omega d equal to root of 1 minus eta square into omega n, and the time period is increased to 2 pi by omega d. Similarly, the amplitude decreases with respective time and the successive amplitudes becomes constant. The vibration dies with respect to time. At critical damping, eta becomes 1, omega d is 0, and the time td equal to infinity. The system does not vibrate and the mass moves back slowly to the original or equilibrium position. For overdamped system, eta greater than 1, the system behaves in the same manner like critical damping. And for the last point, eta is the ratio of existing damping in a system to the required critical damping, eta equal to C by Cc. So this is a diagram showing the damped free vibration H value, which is strong damping is denoted in pink color, and the red color denotes underdamped, which is underdamped, eta value is less than 1. The blue value is undamped when eta value is 0, and the green value is critically damped, eta becomes 1, and this line represents the time, and this is the displacement. The large guns are critically damped, automatic door and window closure mechanisms. So this is a logarithmic decrement. The natural logarithm of the ratio of two successive amplitude is called logarithmic decrement. So this is the important term in damped vibration. Del equal to 1 by n natural log h0 by hn. So we can see a problem. A mass of 1 kg is supported on a spring having a stiffness of 9800 Newton meter. The damping coefficient is 5.9 Newton second per meter. Find the natural frequency of the system. Also, del logarithmic decrement and amplitude h After 3 cycles, if the initial displacement is 0.003 meter, first we should draw a diagram with the given values, and the undamped natural frequency, we know formula K by M. K value is given, M value is given, which represents 99 radian per second, and the critical damping coefficient Cc is 2 m omega n. You can find out this value, and using the formula damping factor C by Cc, already we have found out 5.9 by 198 is given in the question. Therefore, the natural frequency becomes 98.99 radian per second. To find logarithmic decrement, 2 pi eta by root of 1 minus eta square is equal to 2 into pi into 0.03 divided by root of 1 minus 0.03 the whole square, which is 0.188. After 3 cycles, the value becomes e power 3 into 0.188, which is 1.71 into 10 power minus 3 meter. So this is a problem for finding the logarithmic decrement, its max value, etc. So this is the next problem. The damped vibration for spring mass dashpot having amplitude on second cycle, that is h2 is given, third cycle is given, k value is spring constant and mass is given. We are going to find the critical damping coefficient. To find the damping constant, using the formula, we are going to find log E into h2 by h3, which is given, and del is 2 pi eta. The eta values we are going to find with this value del, and critical damping coefficient is Cc formula 250.4 Newton second per meter, and C value eta into Cc is 5.26 Newton second per meter. So these are the values for damping coefficient for viscous condition. Thank you.